In a tranquil village nestled among the mountains, there lived an old Zen master named Hoshin. His reputation for wisdom and clarity was known far and wide, and many sought his guidance on various matters. One summer day, a young man named Kenji came to Hoshin, troubled by his own habits of procrastination and laziness. Kenji was a bright young man, eager to achieve great things, constantly found himself delayed by his own reluctance to start or complete tasks. After several failed attempts at self-discipline, he decided to seek out the Zen Master's counsel. With a respectful bow, Kenji approached Hoshin and said, "Master, I am plagued by laziness. I have goals and dreams, but I find myself unable to act upon them. How can I overcome this?" Hoshin smiled gently and invited Kenji to sit beside him by a serene pond. The water was still, mirroring the sky perfectly, and a single lotus flower floated gracefully on the surface. "Observe the lotus," Hoshin said, pointing to the flower. "Do you see how it rests on the water, serene and unhurried?" "Yes, master," Kenji replied. "Now, let me tell you a story," Hoshin continued. "Once, a great master lived in a far-off land. He had a disciple who was troubled by laziness much like yourself. This disciple often complained about his inability to focus and his endless procrastination. One day, the master asked the disciple to fetch a pot of water from a nearby well. The disciple, feeling the weight of the task, grumbled and dragged his feet. The master, observing this, said, "The well is but a short walk away. Why do you delay?" The disciple replied, "Master, it is not the distance that troubles me, but my own lack of motivation. I cannot find the energy to act." The master then took the disciple to a field where they observed a farmer planting seeds. The farmer worked tirelessly, bending down, planting, and watering. When the disciple asked why the farmer did not seem to tire, the master replied, "The farmer does not think about the effort. He is simply present in each moment of his work, finding satisfaction in the process rather than focusing on the end." The master then returned to his disciple's quarters and told him, "Laziness arises when we are overwhelmed by the end goal. Instead, focus on each step of the process as it comes. When you immerse yourself in the action rather than the outcome, you will find energy and motivation flowing naturally." Kenji listened attentively as Hoshin finished the story. The Zen master then turned to him and said, "Kenji, like the lotus that rests on the water, you too must learn to be present. Embrace each small action you take as part of a larger whole, and you will discover that laziness dissolves in the flow of mindfulness and effort." Kenji reflected on Hoshin's words and began to apply them to his life. He found that by focusing on the small, immediate actions rather than being overwhelmed by the entirety of his goals, he could overcome his procrastination. Slowly but surely, his work ethic transformed, and his dreams began to take shape. In time, Kenji came to understand that the secret to overcoming laziness was not to fight against it, but to gently guide his focus toward the present moment and the simple steps he could take, just as the lotus blooms naturally upon the water. If you found this helpful, consider hitting that like button and subscribing for more Zen wisdom. And share your small steps in the comments below. I'd love to hear about them. Until next time, may your journey be filled with ripples of motivation.